Hi, friends. Welcome back. I am so excited for what I did during the break to share that with you. I don't know if you can appreciate how momentous that is or huge. It's a huge accomplishment. Um, yeah, and we'll get there. But we are going to talk about all the bling right now and a few of some other things thrown in because that's the order. We're just kind of going through the catalog in order, breaking it down as much as I can into logical sections. Um, so we get multiple sections in some videos because they don't make sense to have they're not enough to have their own video. So anyway, I digress. Um, okay, so this is the second video live stream for Saturday. So it is 11 o'clock Central Time here in Middle Tennessee. My name is Michelle Salcho, in case you didn't already know that, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Middle Tennessee. Right now we have sunshine, very exciting, um, and maybe that'll stay for a little while, and we can have some fun outdoor time this evening. Um, but I also have some additional things I'm going to be posting this evening throughout the week. So even though the live streams end this afternoon, the fun continues. I've got lots to share with you to help you navigate the catalog, find things when you want them, just gather these documents together. Hey Joyce, thank you so much for being here. So we're gonna start on page 102. And let me switch the camera. Oh, get my mouse in the right place. Okay, so starting with 102, we are gonna start with this CRAFT acronym. So create really awesome, fun things. I think that might have been a question on the scavenger hunt. So these guys, um, I love that. So Tender-Hearted is a stamp set in this section. Hey, Lou. And it is so sweet. This little girl with a stethoscope for her teddy bear, a child and maybe a grandparent, two kids hugging, and then two kids on a tire swing. So, and we've got some samples over here on the right page. Super sweet line art images that you can color or not as you choose, but what a great, I don't know. We're still very fortunate that we have my parents and my husband's parents, and I know how much the grandchildren and the great grandchildren mean to them. So these would make very special cards for them and for these little kids, some little encouragement for them too. It's just hard to tell what they are absorbing in their sweet little minds sometimes. And then this is just precious. It's called Sweet Peas, and it is peas in a pod, and it's a little punny. um, Makes for a baby shower, baby gift. Congratulations. This Hello Grumpy, I'm gonna have to have this set just for that. Okay, if I didn't have it for anything else, I'd have to have it for that. Um, my father may not appreciate the joke, but the rest of us will. And um, and actually, he would have to acknowledge that he is grumpy most of the time, and he has been most of my life. Um, that's just his glass half full kind of person. Um, but yeah, I think that's just too cute. That grumpy. You're having a bad day. You recognize you're having a bad day. Um, you know, I recognize if I'm having a bad day and I'm grumpy about it. So yeah, that would make you laugh, wouldn't it? Okay, then some things for our kids, not just kids, young at heart, can we say that? This little flying by, I love this little alien, and a helicopter, an airplane, paper airplane, some clouds, and then the greetings are kind of the exhaust trail. So super cute. That's a photopolymer set with 12 stamps. So you get both images and greetings in that stamp set. And then over here on the right, Let's Wander. So wander where the Wi-Fi is weak, and that, right? We're always trying to tell ourselves and our kids to get off the Wi-Fi and get out, read a book, go for a walk, experience more than just that screen. So, so that's this. It's got some some boots, sandals, and cleats. And this is adorable, where these images have been stamped and colored to make a background. And this little alien card. Yep, I love that. We get another. So here's one of the crafter tips that goes along with the Take Your Pick tool. And Wink of Stella, guys. Wink of Stella was hidden, um, but it is here. It was out of stock, not available for a little while. And when the catalog came out, several of us panicked because we thought it wasn't here, but it is here. So phenomenal. Bird's Eye View is still here. So, and it's adorable. Love that stamp set. So here's a reference to it. And back to those, here's the mini alphabet dies. So we have 2 alphabet die set to work with. And you can see the little basket tells us there's more information online. So I think that's all I have for there. Invitations. So just like we felt like our crafting needed some items, some stamps for scrapbooking, invitations, I feel like that got left sometimes too. So if you have a wedding or a bridal shower, this would be so, so pretty for your invitation. We've even given some 10 different ideas to use with this stamp set. Um, and then there are lots of samples over here. So I'm going to just also, I made myself some notes because 2 of the designer series paper that carried over are mentioned here. So the Nature's Sweetness Specialty Designer Series paper, and the Perennial Lavender paper carried over. Paper does not carry over very often. It's so special that we have it in the catalog. Um, and then this beautiful silver sheer ribbon. Okay, that carried over, and then the dies, the perennial postage dies. So remember that was a bundle. They're now stamps and dies are sold separately, but this is where you get this postage stamp looking edge. Is from the perennial postage dies. That wasn't logical at all. I didn't need to point that out. Anyway, so here is another paper that carried over. So actually there were. Now, I don't have my notes in front of me. That must make 6 or 7 papers that carried over. Or no, maybe I'm just going to skip it. Okay. Because I don't know. Then, if you are a realtor, you have a friend that's moving, um, these are some great welcome to our new home line art images. One's more of a San Francisco row house. No, row house would be Louisiana. I don't even know. Anyway, houses that are very close together, and on this one, and then a more country look over here with a tree to put around wherever you would like. And how sweet is this tag where they've taken the images from over here, rest, relax, and enjoy, and made a tag and attached it to maybe a soap dispenser or lotion, and then marked it treat yourself. So lots of fun things you can do with this as well. So rest, relax, enjoy, 12 photopolymer stamps, just a couple of greetings, but some different images to make those jars. And look at this is the stamp set from over here from our home, stamped twice, and then kind of ombre ink blended behind it, stamped and embossed, I should say, heat embossed there with white embossing powder. That makes a beautiful, beautiful card. Then pearlized enamel effects. This is a great tip that you've probably seen before. Let me see where I've got my accents, because that is, okay. I think this is, so these are not, I don't think these colors are available, but they are pearl enamel effects. And so you need this, and then you need a silicone mat or a craft mat, and you can make your own embellishments. So you don't have some, you need it. Your card needs a little bit of bling. You just have to, like cake decorating, right? And these will dry. Then add a little glue. If you want a line, you can do a line. You can do small and big. Once those dry, they're solid, so you can use them on your cards. And I think that right now we have the basics, which actually that is the one I've got, which is, so I think it's black, red, and white. And then I think there's a metallics as well. So I'm going to put that right there so I don't stick my finger in it. Craft mat here as well, if you didn't see that. And the water painters. So we have the water painters still, that's a set of 3. And then here we've got the color wheel coming in, telling us what colors were used here. Metallic magic section. So silver is back. Silver is back. I love silver. So we've got this textured metallic specialty paper, silver foil. We have these beautiful gold note cards and envelopes. So much to do with that. Here we brought in the metallic of those pearlized shapes. We've got some adhesive back metallic gems. And okay, I'm pretty sure they're over here in my stack. So remember that. The oxidized copper came back from the fall catalog. And here's where you'll find the Wink of Stella, item number 141897. I should know that by heart. Everyday Details, that stamp set carried over as well, or it's online in the catalog, referring to more data online. Okay, so this is what I'm really excited about that I did. These are the ribbon that is in the catalog and current. I have ribbon everywhere. So I pulled out my ribbon and decided, thanks, Teresa. I pulled out all my ribbon and decided, one, I wanted to check the ones that I had, and then I wanted to contain these so that I can move my retired ribbon somewhere else, to the BOGO sale or to my keep pile, something like that. So on this page, you see all the ribbons in use. I think that's phenomenal. And then down here, you've got them listed with their prices. Right, and since they don't tell us which ones are new, I'm going to show you all of them because anyway, I just am. The 5, all of them that I have. So each in color has this 3/8 border ribbon. I've got the pretty in pink open because it's not a super heavy or stiff ribbon. It ties a bow easily and beautifully. You can get your fingers in there and get it adjusted. So it ties a beautiful bow. It's not inside out on one side, but each color is listed here. You can get that. And beige. Okay, beige. We have a beige ribbon as well. And I thought I had purchased it, but evidently that will go on the next order. Nose has to run because I'm live. Okay, then the Baker's Twine Essential Pack has carried over. And remember, that is a pack of 5 colors of Baker's Twine. And they're the neutrals. Okay, so we've got a vanilla, we've got a white, we've got something that's crumb cake, a gray, and a black. So there are, so the 5 spools of that carried over. Linen thread, okay, I use linen thread. I must have at least four spools open right now, and it as soon as I use one, I order more. I probably order two for one. It is great in card making to add a little pop without adding a lot of bulk. So that is linen thread, still $5. Then the black and vanilla ribbon. Okay, so the black and white retired, but we still have the black and vanilla. So it is a little wider than the black and white check was, but it's really soft, ties great bows. If you don't have this, you need it. And if you are out of the black and white and you have something that you would have used it on, give the black and vanilla a try. It adds, it's beautiful. Don't miss out on it. So that is the black and very vanilla. We're there. Then the silver and gold 3/8, 1/8 trim combo is here, not opened, so I'm not going to open it, but it's got, let me see, I should have one that's open. I do have one that's open, I just don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can find one that's open. I do. I thought I had one. I have the silver open, not the gold. That doesn't shock me. So it's thin. Of course, it's a little more stiff because it's metallic, but you know, use this just to run a little accent behind your greeting or tie a bow with it. It's not going to add a lot of bulk, but it give you a little bit of bling to your card. The jute trim that is in the colors for 2023 to 2025, that carried over. Guys, this is a really fun, it is bulky, okay? It is jute, it's not thread, but you can separate this to create a frayed ribbon, or to cut down on the bulk of it. How did they use it here? Okay, I'm trying to find the sample where they used it. Okay, I don't actually see a sample on this. That's kind of not, okay, I blew that up. But we used this in a couple of classes last year, and so it's all the colors that will retire next spring. Then the paddle pink and white diagonal ribbon, that's shown here in the middle. I don't have that one yet, so that is new. The pretty peacock and gold, that's this one. So pretty peacock, remember that's a color that returned last year. So it's got a metallic thread running through it. So it's not an inside out ribbon either. You can use it. The iridescent stripe trim, this is either new or I've overlooked it for the last however long. I'm pretty sure it's new, and because it just arrived. So it's not quite my white glitter organdy ribbon, but it's softer, it's wider. It doesn't have glitter. It has just an iridescent thread that's running through it. So when you want something that's a little wider, give this a try. I've seen lots of samples with it, and it's gorgeous. It is a ½ inch wide, if you need to know that. The silver and white sheer ribbon. So this kind of replaced my white organdy, but it's pretty sheer in the middle, and then it has that silver band to it. So very elegant. The basic beige bordered ribbon, okay, I told you that that's the same ribbon as we have in the in colors. We also have in beige, but I don't have it yet. Night of Navy with the gold. Remember that? Okay, that was in the September to December catalog, and it sold out more than once. And this is the Night of Navy version of my favorite white ribbon. So I'm not, yeah. We all, those of us that had it kind of hoarded it for a while, but you do need to use it on your cards for that. It's blingy. That's the whole purpose of this, right? And then the last ribbon is the 3-color pack. And this is Balmy Blue, Flirty Flamingo, and Lemon Lolly. So some fun spring colors for you in the twine. So that's all the ribbon. So I'm going to keep that all together and move all my retired that I have to a separate area. Maybe it'll go right into my sale. Sale will be later this summer. Um, okay, so now we're on the embellishments page. I really struggled here. I'm not going to lie. I love that they've given us these big images of the embellishments, but I had a hard time determining what was new, what I had, and what I didn't have. So I pulled out, I must have had 3 of these drawers. They're 10 and a half by 7.5, something like that. So at least 3 of them were overflowing with embellishments. That wasn't the only place. But I did the same thing. I marked the ones that I have. I put ends on the ones that I knew were new because that part was a little easier for me than the ribbon. And I will set these aside and use them to sort the trim, the embellishments that I have, to get them in the retired but keeping and using, or the retired and going into the BOGO sale. So really excited about that. Not on this page, but current are 2 embellishments from the online exclusives. So this is what I was trying to find yesterday, the sequins with that are part of the Zinnia collection. So really fun, bright adhesive back sequins there. And then I believe this came out with the Garden Meadow, and it is dragonflies and birds, but I think that there might be a third design hiding. Goodness gracious. All I want to do is cut a slit. Okay, so I thought I was going to be it'd be okay to wear my contacts today, but they do interfere with some activities. If I manage to get in here and craft today, I will probably take my contacts out. I'm sweating. No, not really. Oh no. So all that trouble, and it's the same image, just a little larger. So 2 sizes, I think there are 2 sizes of dragonflies. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's just one. 2 sizes of birds. That's the way it looks like to me. So those are available in the online store. So those dragonflies, birds, they make fun accents for, okay, they make fun accents. Let's go with that. Okay, so coming down this column, the faceted gems. This was part of the bears. I think it was part of the bears last year in the fall catalog. So, okay, I'm going to open this one this way because I know I have a partial pack already opened in my stash, and I want to be able to seal this back up. So 3 different shades. This is more white, a little more pool party, more calypso coral. Don't stick me to those colors. But speaking of the embellishment colors, I have a doc for that. I have a document. Somebody was kind enough to go through and create a document of all the embellishment colors. So it's coming. It's coming. All right, next one, Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock. So this is a returning set. Pretty Peacock. Yeah, okay, let me try that again. So you've got some little gold flecks inside this gem pack. It's got adhesive on the back of this one. 2 different sizes of the gems and 2 different colors. So that's your Petal Pink and your Pretty Peacock. The adhesive back sparkle gems, these are returning. So you've got some I'm going to call it gold, and some white, and then a dark color, maybe black, maybe not. But I have that open as well, so I'm not going to open this pack. I'm not going to slip that pack and slide it out. This was a prize. This goes with that, I believe it was with the lavender, the purple fine shimmer gems. So you've got 3 shades going on here: Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and Blackberry Bliss. So if you are a purple fan like I am and like Diane Loftus is, then we've got a gem for you. Okay. Then adhesive back sequins trio number 5. So it's over here. I should have that, but I couldn't find it. So adhesive back sequins trio. So we've got a pink, a white, and maybe a pretty peacock. Yes, Friday freebie prizes. Absolutely. So what Joyce just mentioned, for those of you that might not know, is in the team each week, we have a post in the Facebook group for you to share whatever you're working on. And then every Friday, Joyce draws a winner, and then she sends them a handmade card with an embellishment. So uh, everybody can participate, and it's a lot of fun to see what we're all working on. And sometimes we might comment on there that we're not actually working on that this week. We might be knitting, or we might be sitting with our grandchildren, but mostly it's people showing their cards or their scrapbooks. Joyce runs that program entirely, and she does a fabulous job. Okay, so that was the adhesive back trip. Okay, the next one, the iridescent foil gems. Guys, these go with everything. So they're not as big as like the iridescent rhinestones that I hoarded, that I have a ton of, that I'll still keep. So they're not as bulky. They're 2 different sizes, and they're clear with kind of with some iridescent bling to these. So this is phenomenal to have on hand. Then the In Color Shimmer Gems. Now these may not be available right now. I have not checked the inventory status, but they had been sold out. Oh my gosh, come on. I did, to be fair, I did look for my reading glasses because I thought that they might be necessary, but I can't find them. Well, there's a way to do it, right? Just pull that sucker straight off. Unfortunately, I left the sticky, so I'm going to have to undo that. Anyway, look at these. So 5 different colors, because there are 5 in colors, and these are shimmery. These have a texture like the petal. We had a petal pink, elegant something. They were petal pink and white. I can pull them out of my retired stash and show you, but they have that little kind of a hatch, cross hatch kind of texture. All right, so they are new, and this is adhesive back metal gems. Look at that, right, nailed it. So guys, you've got some copper, gold, silver, and then 2 different sizes of these. These are not extremely bulky either, so they are wonderful for the cards that you are mailing. Oh, and I found, well, we'll get to that. Okay, then the neutral adhesive back sequins. So again, 4 colors, sequins, 2 sizes of each color. So pretty much, here are the gems, here are the sequins, right? Gems, sequins, gems, sequins. So whichever you prefer. whichever works better with your project. Those are returning. The sweet little butterflies return. So these are brushed brass butterflies. Everything, alliteration counts, right? So I think there are 2 sizes, and you can see you get a full sheet, and they are they're sturdy but flat. I'm looking for that. And if you haven't figured out, we're going across, 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 across. Then the next one, okay, we have a rogue escapee in the middle of the pink here. This is the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So we have 4 colors in this pack. So you can see there's a green, a blue, a pink, and then here's where the rogue goes up here, kind of a lemon lime twist, which is not showing up really well in the camera, but this is a bright blue, a bright green, a deep pink, not a melon mambo deep pink, but not pretty in pink either, true pink. Then we have the Tinsel 3-pack as well. So both of those are returning. The struggle is real, folks. I'm here to tell you. Where is that silly flap? Oh, the flap is all missing. That explains a lot, doesn't it? Wow. I feel so much better. I've been redeemed. Cindy taught me this trick with adhesives, and clearly I need to practice. So this is the 3-pack with softer colors. So we've got like a fresh freesia. This could be summer splash. And this is kind of a pretty peacock. If I had to guess, I would say pretty peacock. But I'm not keeping score, and I didn't take the time to print out that document so that I could refer to it. Just trust me that I've got it, and I will share. This is new. These are the blue. Okay, I'm missing one. I do not have the adhesive back dots for days, number 13, but I can't wait to get them. That's got a great, oh, I don't know, pool party maybe, maybe flirty flamingo, and then a darker yellow, and I hesitate. I'm not going to guess. I'm just going to say I can't wait to get it, and I'll have that document before too long, and you can see it. So these are large pearls, and I've kind of decided that when they say pearls, they're kind of like a ball that is barely flat on one side. So the colors are gorgeous. We've got 2 different colors here. We've got smoky slate and basic gray, and then 2 different sizes. So if you like pearl, there is a metallic version for you. I love pearls, but I don't use them on my cards a lot if they're going to be mailed out. Okay, then the last one on this column, which is the same as the columns on the right side of this page, are a returning gem, number 15, ombre matte decorative dots. I love these. So the color deepens, right? So here's your lightest coming to dark in both sizes. Old olive, night of navy, calypso coral, probably coastal cabana. I'm willing to take a gamble. I'm not accepting bets. So that's that one. Then I was really excited that these came back as well. So these are the iridescent disc. Okay, there's one that I don't have. The in color opaque sparkle dots. So number 16 here. I do not have those. I still have the speckled ones that retired from last year, but these are the 2023-2025 colors in a speckled dot, so I'm anxious to get those. And I also love that I marked my catalog with what I had so I could order more strategically. So these are flat and fun, kind of a red, a light blue, a pink, and then an iridescent color. I think that's the only color. Yeah, must be. And then we have the iridescent pearls. These are beautiful little, I think there are, maybe there are three. These are smaller, so these are not as bulky as the other pearls are going to be. They're a little smaller. And you have a lot of this smaller size. I think you have more of the smaller size than the larger size. So if you are a person that does add your bling in threes, you're going to do a big one and then two small ones. That's not a rule though. It's just helpful math. Here are the flat adhesive back pearls. So these look like the freshwater pearls. That was hard. That was really hard, guys. So, but they're flat. So you get the iridescent, you get the pearl, but they are flat on your card. So less bulk when you are mailing. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, I think that's two sizes. I don't think it's three, but they're really, really pretty. And I am excited that I had a sheet of them. I did not know that I did. Okay, so the next one, okay, it's not a full pack. Okay, it's just not. But I've used them a lot. These are the blooming pearls. And so there's a pretty peacock, then a pink, a red pink. Now I don't know what to call it. A pink, and then gold in here, and two different sizes. And I obviously have loved them because this is what I have. And that's blooming pearls number 20. Okay, glossy dots. I hoard these. I have in color that retired last year. I go back, my love of glossy dots is legendary. Four colors, three sizes, and they are so much fun. So if you like bold colors, here you go. This is your embellishment. This is returning. It is number 21. It is not, however, I don't think it's the only one though. Okay, maybe it is. Is number 12? Okay, I'm going to be quiet because I can't see it right now. This is new. We looked at this with the ducks, right? I'm having a much easier time now that I figured that the flap is on the bottom. So 2 shades of green. I think this is Blackberry Bliss, and then a milky white. Remember the milky dots that were in the January mini a year and a half ago or so? I might have a pack or two of those. I like those a lot. And I used them in a class that actually I had some leftover kits. I've been making them because I loved them so much. Then we are here at the rainbow where are you? Rainbow adhesive back dots number 23. So we're here. And so that there's a 3-pack of twine that coordinate with this nicely. I think these were introduced with the hot air balloons, and that's a carryover item. So a mixture of bold and soft here. I'm going to say Highland Heather Fresh Freesia, Lost Lagoon, not sure, Lemon Lolly, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Calypso Coral. I never thought I would know color names. Then we have the basic rhinestones. three different sizes of, I think there's still three different sizes of rhinestones. That changed a while back, but your basic rhinestones, everybody should have a sheet of these on hand because they go with anything. Then the adhesive back textured dots, where number, hold on, where'd I go? Oh, okay, the opal rounds assortment, number 25, I do not have. But it looks to me like it's going to be, it's not, I don't think it's going to be flat. I think it's going to be more like 22. I can't tell. Um, that's why we get them in person, right? I don't do an embellishment share because that would just be too hard to break these apart. I understand it would be awesome. So I can't even remember when this is new. I can't remember which suite it was with. It has now been separated from its pals. Then, which were you? So that was the iridescent faceted gems. What I'm missing is number 25 and number 26. So this adhesive back textured dots looks more metallic and has kind of a, it has a texture. It has a texture. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. That was just too bad. And then we saw these really cool. These are called the adhesive back dappled dots. Then the next one is here, the adhesive back pearl trio. I thought I had that, but I don't. So more pearls for those of us that like pearls. And the last one is also a favorite because it's flat and it's a matte. It's a matte finish. These are the in color resin dots. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty in pink, peach pie, shy shamrock, petunia pop, and summer splash. And that concludes the embellishments. Let's see what's next. Okay, I think we'll get to that. Make sure I come back to it. Okay, the adhesives. Okay, now let's talk about the ones that you're very familiar with, and a couple that you might not know so well. Liquid glue, we call this green glue. So if anybody refers to green glue, this is what they're talking about. It's Tombow liquid glue, and some of us are glue people, and some of us are seal people. There's space in your life for both. Okay. And then we get some icons here telling us guiding us to what's best for our project. So we have the icon that tells us it's great for cardstock and paper. It's good for embellishments. So those little pearlized dots that I created, I could use a dot of glue to adhere those to my project. Great for your die cuts, as well as your 3D projects. And your 3D projects, absolutely, you just have to hold it a few seconds until it really sets. If you are, you may want to put this on your silicone mat sometimes and let things get tacky and then adhere them, and then you don't have to do the wobble. But the wobble also comes in handy when you're putting down a layer and you want to get it straight. You have a second or two to get that sucker moved around in place. The fine tip glue pen, we talked about that earlier. You can see the ends. So this part goes back in that part when you're finished, and that is, if you can still thread needles, you can probably do that. If you can't, well, you're with me. These are good for embellishments and die cuts. So those really small ones, yeah, this one is your jam. Also, I wouldn't go this route. I get away from that need by using the, where are you? Adhesive sheets down here. And yeah, because you stick one of these to your cardstock, then you die cut it out, and then you just peel it off like a sticker. You've made a sticker. And the adhesive sheets and the foam adhesive sheets work the same way. In fact, I probably have, okay, I don't. I thought I did. A sheet that I could show you that had those on it. Okay, then the other two, these are seal. All right, they're very different. This one is kind of perforated, like you remember the Creative Memory tape runner from 24-ish years ago? That's what the tape is like on this, and the it is a heavy duty, burnish it once you've adhered it, and it is permanent. It's this one here. This seal, um, this takes some getting used to. So I was always a green glue person for most everything. Fast fuse, retired. I still have some, but those were the two, my go-to for glues. Um, and the Stampin' Seal we thought was going to be like fast fuse. It takes a slightly different action to use that. I started using it so that I could teach my customers and my team how to use that. Um, and now I use it. I use it quite a bit. So just practice. And you can see it tells us that this is great for cardstock and for ribbon. The Seal Plus, the heavy duty, also adds the 3D look for that. Mini glue dots. I actually use Tombow more than I use glue dots because I can't ever find this little box, and you have to find them on the strip of the non-stick, and they're clear and the back is white, but they are very good for paper, ribbon, especially if you've tied a bow, you can use a glue dot to adhere it. It is a permanent adhesion. Use it with your die cuts. Pop-up dots or dimensionals. So your dimensionals, use every bit, okay? Use this long piece or cut it up. But don't waste the edges, okay? It's like a brownie. Those are really good pieces, so don't waste them. You have those in two sizes, the mini and the regular. And then you have black dimensional. So if you're working with dark cardstock and you want to kind of hide that dimensional, you're afraid that white might show, then the black are nice to have. They are a mix of sizes that come in the pack, but they're just like, so they're the same two sizes, but the pack contains both. And if you store them the way I do, then they may stick together like mine do. Okay, there's one that is regular size. So same hexagon shape, just when you peel it off, it's black instead of white. Oh, yep, there's the one. Okay, so that is tear and tape. So you might use these interchangeably, the Seal Plus and the tear and tape, but it's just like, it's double-sided tape, guys. So you find the end and just lay it down. This side's already sticky. Then when you peel it off, the other side is sticky. So for 3D items, you can use that. A lot of these are interchangeable. It's by preference. Foam sheets for making shaker cards, amazing. Okay, and I think they're a little thicker than the dimensionals. So if you want just a little bit more of a pop, try the foam dimensionals. You can cut them up. They last forever. We talked about the foam adhesive sheets and the adhesive sheets. So remember, I keep pulling out this little joy because we are full of joy. This is a foam adhesive sheet. So it peels off just like a dimensional, and now it is a thick sticker. I've used this when I made ornaments a few years ago with buffalo check back. And then the adhesive sheet, I don't think I have an example to really show you, but it's the same thing, except it's like a sheet of seal, but when you die cut with it, you're just going to be left with the sticky on the part that you want to stick down. So if you're working with alphabets or um, small flowers that you've cut out, these are your great guys, and they've got marked that they are great for die cuts. Okay, that is where we stop right now, and we just about took up our whole hour. So what has okay, so there was a document that should have posted half an hour ago, and it didn't because I still was working on it. Um, but in so that should have posted at 11:30. It's late. It's late. But the wish list has just dropped, and I want to show that to you because it's more than just a wish list. It's also a bit of an index, right? So you have wish list, your place for you to keep up with what you want, what you've bought. You'll check it off when you've ordered it. Some handy website addresses down here. And then where do you find the bundles? Where do you find card designs? The essentials, the encore, I want it all. That would be explaining a little bit about the joining special or the joining, becoming a demonstrator, whatever that means to you. Where the index is, the icons key, so the suites, and then some of the general. Where are the adhesives, the things that you want to jump to? Um, you get a hint here. So the embossing folders, we haven't gotten to those, and I'm super excited about them. So next, yeah, and the next up, the video is all about techniques. So we're going to have a ton of fun with that starting at 1 o'clock Central. I'll get this other graphic that didn't, the other document that should have been ready that wasn't. I'll get that posted before we go live again at 1. And when you come back, we're going to talk about what watercolors, shaker cards, cards with movement, how masking works, um, ways that you can add texture, embossing, and then blending. So we're going to talk about all of those techniques and some of the products that you use to follow the technique, to use the technique. I don't know, words are hard sometimes. They're hard right now. Okay. Sorry that that went so long, but I hope that it was really helpful to go through the ribbons and the embellishments like that. I thought that the catalog needed just a little bit of help in that. So take care, everybody. I'll see you back here in just a little over an hour, and we'll start talking about the techniques. I love that they are all together in the catalog. This is by no means all of the techniques, but we're going to take a close look at the ones that, the ones I use the most anyway. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great break, and I'll see you soon.